Hey, it's Scott McFarland. We had a developing situation here, and I want to explain it as clearly and as efficiently as possible to give you some context. But earlier this morning, according to a source familiar, the Department of Justice put at least 2 federal prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office for D.C. on leave, or are about to put them on leave after an overnight court filing in the case of Taylor Taranto. This is the filing. And Taylor Taranto is a name you may recognize. And Taylor Taranto was a January 6th riot defendant, somebody who was amid the mob on Capitol grounds that day, but he was arrested in June 2023 for something else that he's accused of. According to the prosecutors, and according to a case in which Taranto was found guilty in May, he was menacing outside the D.C. home of former President Obama in June 2023 with a van nearby that, according to the prosecutors, had some weaponry, some potential explosives inside, and that Taranto, a day earlier, had been threatening to detonate explosives outside a Commerce Department facility in Montgomery County, Maryland. He was found guilty in May. He is to be sentenced on this tomorrow. So, no surprise overnight when the Department of Justice revealed this 14-page sentencing memo suggesting 27 months in prison for Taranto at sentencing. What's included in this memo is important to underscore. The Department of Justice in this memo, signed by U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro, says that January 6th was comprised of a mob of rioters who attacked the Capitol, and they accused Taranto of unspooling and promoting conspiracy theories about the events of January 6, 2021. What's more, it says here on June 29th, 2023, then former President Donald Trump published on social media platforms the purported address of former President Obama, ascribing some type of culpability for the doxing of President Obama's address to then former President Trump. This is signed by Jeanine Pirro. Jeanine Pirro has not been put on leave for this, but according to the source familiar, there have been multiple prosecutors in her office that are now about to be on leave. No comment from the Department of Justice or the U.S. Attorney's Office. We'll see if the White House says something later today.